What up, guys? AVJ here, and another Platinum League play between 64 and Imperator. Now let's get this thing started. Now this map is gonna be at Scrap Station, or the match is gonna be at Scrap Station, and we are gonna see Imperator gonna be spawning as the blue Terran at the 12 o'clock position, and 64 are gonna spawn at the 2 o'clock position as the red Protoss. And now I have been receiving word that this game is a good game. I always screen my games if they're good, and sometimes I don't because I'm too lazy. And we are gonna see 64 now. Gonna put that down. Now gonna put down that first pilot. Sorry about that jittering. Oh my god. I'm just a little bit tired today. And we are gonna see 64 just still gonna continue pumping out some probes, and we are gonna see Imperator gonna put down that first supply depot, and gonna see 64 now gonna scout ahead so he'll know what build Imperator is gonna go, and let's see what Imperator is gonna do. And we do see the first a gateway now gonna go up for 64. Still no gas, and we're gonna see a barracks now. Not gonna complete that wall off. Probably gonna do it with some mass. Like probably this is gonna be probably walled off with some supply depot. Now I am quite familiar with this map, Scrap Station. I am seeing a lot of players gonna go like Protoss goes with early Void Rays against Terrans, or early Phoenix against Zerg, and I do see some Zerg gonna go with the Mutalisk, and especially Terran gonna go with that Cloaked Banshees because they are abusing the fact that these two bases are very short in distances, but they are very long. That's what she said. When you have a massive ground army, so this map does entitle you, or does force you to have somewhat of a air army, not ground armies. So that is. So let's get back to the game, and enough with my boring chit chat. And Imperator gonna go with 2 racks with a reactor and tech lab, very safe against Protoss. I'm gonna get those Marines and Marauders possibly, and we are seeing what those that automaton just like blocked off that Nexus from 64, but yes, 64 is gonna get that, and we are gonna see this scouting Marine gonna scout and he's gonna get sliced off by those Zealots, and yes, there that is the first time I ever saw that animation. Oh my goodness. And we are gonna see Imperator just gonna complete these supply depots, and this is a very good strategy for 64. Gonna go with this very early expansion for the gold. He's not gonna go with expansion here because, as you know, this is a fairly hard expansion to defend, especially if your opponent does destroy this debris and does destroy these debris here at this walkway. It is somewhat of a hard expansion to defend, but yeah. And we are seeing 64 now get that second gateway, and possibly gonna go with the warp gate researches, and yes, Imperator gonna go with that massive MMM build, probably Marine, Marauder, and Medivac. Who doesn't love Medivacs, really? And yep, you see Imperator just pumping out some units, not actually pumping out, but you get the picture. And we do see 64 now just gonna produce some probes for these high yield expansions. That automaton is just the epic automaton ever. And we do see Imperator gonna move out with this fairly large, not fairly small army. It's just probably just to know, or probably just to analyze the army of 64. And we do 64 does have 2 stalkers and 3 zealots, which probably are enough to hold these off if he micros it well. So we are gonna see 64 yeah, another stalker is there. He didn't micro it well. And warp gates are gonna go down with 64, but I don't think this is a good. Let's see what 64 does. He is gonna warp in some stalkers here, and Imperator is gonna take that. Is trying to focus fire this pylon just so that he can power down this warp gate, and those stalkers are gonna kill that very one last marine, and there goes down goes the marine, baby. And I do recommend 64 get more additional gateways, since he is gonna go with additional gateways. He is hiding these additional gateways. He needs to kill this automaton, like really he is. That's gonna block everything, you know. So Imperator is not gonna know that 64 has another base and like 5 more gateways, so he is gonna be shocked when he sees a massive army for 64. Now I do see 64 now gonna warp in a Twilight Council. That means, yeah, baby, my favorite. What's your favorite, Aaron? Blink Stalkers, man. Yeah, I love Blink Stalkers. They are the best at like abusing those cliffs, abusing the blink ability, abusing everything. I do love those stalkers, and we do see warp gates now gonna go up. And yeah, 64 is not mining from those 2. Yeah, he is gonna start mining from those 2 gas. He needs gas for those stalkers. Not so much gas actually, like 2 gas is probably enough. And we do see there's gonna be an encounter here for 64. He still doesn't have blink. Does he have? Yeah, he does have a pylon here just to reinforce his army. And here comes some more additional stalkers gonna be made. And Imperator is probably wondering to himself why does 64 have so much units here. And 64 is gonna try and push out. Yes, that's what it is. Clearly 64 just out macroed Imperator now, while Imperator is still at 1 base. Now 64 does have 3 bases here. One of them is which is a gold mine expansion, gold minerals expansion. So yes, it is gonna be challenging for Imperator just to hold off this massive Stalker Zealot army. And the blink is still not quite researched yet. Yeah, it is gonna be done in about 2 seconds, 5 seconds probably. And the probes are gonna those probes are too early. Yes, he is gonna do distance mining, and we do have some more armies gonna be reinforcing this. And here Imperator is just massing up those yeah, he is gonna mass up those armies, but that's why I love those blink stalkers, man. And yes, Imperator just left the game, man. I think what the changing tide, the changing whatever to this match is when 64 got this high yield expansion, and Imperator didn't know that. So 64 just abused the fact that Imperator didn't know that he had an expansion here at the gold. So he just massed up units like mass warp gates, and just didn't reveal what his what do you call that, oh my god, build is or whatever. And yeah, so Imperator is just stuck with that 1 mining base, and he didn't even go with an additional expansion to his natural. And I think that's about it. Yep, that's about it, ladies and gentlemen. This is AVJ signing out.